All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're down to the second last house of Mercury in the 11th house. And today we're going to be talking about what happens when Mercury is in your 11th house in your horoscope. Well, what is the 11th house? 11th house is a house of your hopes and wishes. It is one of the most important Kama and Upacha houses because it's the house of gains. 11th house shows your gains, how much gains you will have in this life. And your gains through your network circle, your friends, your professional network circle, people at the hierarchy. Third house represents people at the around you, just local people. 11th house represents that big, huge social group and those people at the higher level places. And 11th house, as I said, is the house of your hopes and wishes. So whatever your hopes and wishes are in this life, which one are and which one aren't going to come true, and how much gain you will make in this life. It also represents your elder siblings. So you put Mercury here. Mercury is what? Once again, Mercury is your communication ability. It's your speech. It is your intelligence. It's your logical mind. It's your ability to calculate and, logically separate things out. It is writing ability. It is your communicative and writing ability, and also represents like mimicking skills in acting as well. It represents siblings. It represents, all sorts of intellectual things. Where Jupiter obviously is more of the higher spiritual things. This is more of like, just real life mathematical, calculated, analytical skills. So when Mercury comes into the 11th house of finance and marketplace and just, group networks, here, Mercury can make somebody actually a stockbroker. These people can be in a financial analyst, stockbroker. They can be those hedge fund managers who knows a lot of people, a lot of wealthy people up in the hierarchy, and he's managing their money. Because Mercury is what? Managing. And a CPA and an accountant is actually seen from Mercury. Mercury's ability to calculate things and, see where everything goes. So here they're very good at that because the fifth house, directly opposite of Mercury, that Mercury is aspecting, it represents speculative business, which we'll talk about when I get to the aspect part. But here, pretty much, Mercury loves being around people, being around intelligent people, okay, people of his higher caliber. He loves surrounding himself and communicating with people. Here Mercury makes you a very social butterfly, networking, guru. You love, networking and planning things. So you become a planner of large group events, kind of like wedding planning. So if you have this, you can do wedding planning because wedding planning requires somebody to manage every aspect from calculating the budget to all the way to how the beauty of it looks. Mercury is able to do that. Of course, Venus has to be involved as well because beauty and artistry comes from Venus. But here they can organize things. They can organize a political event. They can organize big meetings in a seminar or in your corporation. But dealing with finance really becomes their talent, or communicating and networking with people, kind of like a PR agent who knows who to go and where to go and what to do. So that becomes a very easy thing for these people. Now, unless if it's debilitated, then it shows more of somebody who loves to make network circle, who loves to make friends and organize things, but he's just not capable of doing it because he contemplates a lot, this person. So when Mercury is debilitated here, these people become very, procrastinators. They think a lot for planning, yet they're not able to complete that task. They're not able to, complete their task for that event. They're not able to calculate everything quickly. They get lost into the esoteric world. So if a Mercury is debilitated, you'll make more of spiritual and scientific friends. Or if it's an Aquarius, you'll make more of scientific and more spiritual, universal type of friends and network circle than somebody who's very financially savvy. But again, planets and other nakshatras, where nakshatra is Mercury sitting in, will definitely tell you exactly what kind of a network circle you're making. But from the 11th house, Mercury is looking at the 5th house of your children, education, creativity, speculative business, any kind of speculative business. So Mercury uses his intellect of network that he has built and uses them towards the 5th house of education. So they're very educated people because the fact their hopes and wishes are about learning. They're like, I want to learn, I want to know this. And so because of being in the 11th house, one of the best positions again for Mercury, he's able to gain a lot of education. They're very communicative with their children, because Mercury, the significator of communication, is in the fifth, looking towards the 5th house. So very communicative in the art of, of children, in creativity. Like if they were to write a book, if they were to write a script, they are very good at that because of creativity. Mercury is not curious, and he's putting his significance onto the 5th house. So very communicative life and career and children. And then speculative business as in acting, sports betting, gambling, all becomes part of the Mercury. So Mercury here, if there's no influence of Venus, then this person can go into sports betting. This person can go into gambling. He can be a professional gambler, like there are all these professional gambling events on ESPN that you see. They can become stockbrokers, as I said, because 5th house represents speculative business that can go up and down any day. So stockbroking business is seen from this, but mainly, they're able to get their education. They're able to be very, very communicative with their children. And obviously in Mercury Dasha, if Mercury is well placed, they can get a lot of gains and fulfill their hopes and wishes to what they want to do. All right. So guys, this is my analysis of Mercury in the 11th house. If you're new to my channel, subscribe below. And if you want to know where your Mercury is placed, check out my link below. Check out my book there, Astrology at the Speed of Light. And when you get the book, I will send you the link to look at your own chart. Otherwise, we'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Hey, what's up, all you chaos lovers? So make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And please share my channel with all your family and friends who are in love with astrology. Because I'm the man when it comes to astrology, okay? So make sure you do that. And I will see you tomorrow with another cool new video, okay? Sorry, I love my coffee spiked. Woo!